So this is the Soccer Innovations Evasion belt or reaction belt. There's so many different names for these. We also got some through World Sport, okay? We've been getting these and rebuying them, given them to the kids, using them at our workouts for many, many years. And by now, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure which one is which, but I do know that some of them suck and some of them are great. All right? The one that I'm holding right now, the only negative, this one is from the Soccer Innovations site. It might be too long. That's about it. And there's no real fix to that. I guess you can like kind of wrap it around like your waist, but it's kind of tough. All right. They do have an adjustment strap right here, but it's mostly for the smallest kids. As you do like this, I mean, sometimes they don't stay, sometimes they do stay. All right. There are some again that I say are really, really good, and some aren't. All right. When it's on someone's like waist, I gotta tell you, like, it sometimes doesn't stay. All right. For this one, I think I just have to loop it through one more time. Yeah. So I mean, this one doesn't stay. Some of them do stay. It's a mixed bag. For this one, they have a small clip. Some of them have bigger clips. I can tell you right now, with the small clips, it's harder to take off for the bigger people. For the bigger clips, it's harder for the small kids to take off of. So that's something that you might want to consider as well. For the length of it, most companies won't sell you something this long. Usually they'll be about that much shorter. So know that maybe World Sport might have a shorter length, whereas the Soccer Federation one has a longer length. So this one's tight. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe I put this thing in wrong, so that's a possibility as well. Okay, but once they get unfurled, the kids struggle with them so much that we end up just giving them another pair. But the greatest thing is that these things are pretty cheap. All right, so for about 12 bucks, you can get a couple of them, and it works out. Over the years, the Velcro straps, these will be the first things to give. Through everything, having them Velcro up and un-Velcro and being pulled off, it's a tough thing for the Velcro to handle, because Velcro is not magic. It's just a whole bunch of hooks. And after a while, the hooks will become damaged, especially when they're being pulled straight and not being unfurled like that. All right, so the Velcro does give way. They look the same, so kids, if you have many of them, they might get mixed up, and they might try to Velcro one piece of the Velcro to the wrong side. That's also an issue. All right, but know that, I mean, every kind that I've tried, none of them have been world-class products. All right, but they are great for what they do, and we call them JUKE straps. Because you get to practice juking, you get to practice evading the defense or sticking with the offense. And in basketball, being able to do quick movements and reaction time, that's a huge part of the game. So these things are amazing in that regard if you can get them working. For the Velcro piece, also, if you do the entire thing, well, what we found is that it doesn't pull off that easily unless you like really, really get away from them. So we get away from that by putting this halfway up. So we tell the kids, just put a piece of it up, and now it pulls apart pretty easily. Okay, so you don't want to put this entire Velcro strip together if you're trying to get it to work. All right. Other than that, the games that we play with it, we go 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we make the offensive player count down from 10. So they go 10, 9, 8, like this, as they sprint from side to side, and we give them a certain distance to try to get away from them. The better the players, the smaller the distance. The one rule that we have is that as you're juking, you shouldn't, just stay side to side. You should actually turn and sprint. But when you turn and sprint the other way, you're not allowed to have your back face your opponent, because then after a while that just becomes spinning and twisting, and then you just kind of twist until this thing breaks off, and that's basically cheating. So no spin moves allowed. You must face them, face the side or face that side, and it can only turn this way. And once their 10 seconds is done, then you switch. So that's what we use it for. That's what this is. And with all of them being basically the same, but they're bad in their own ways, I'm gonna go ahead and give it, I would say, 4 stars still. So it loses a star because these things are very, very, like, I don't know, they're very fickle. But it keeps so many stars because it is an invaluable tool in getting better, and no one is doing it right, and they're pretty cheap to begin with. So 4 stars for this product. The Evasion belts, the JUKE straps, whatever you want to call them. I highly recommend it if you're a basketball player, soccer player, football player, something like that, where you need some kind of evasive movement to help your sport. It's a very good product, but they could do it better. So yeah, thank you.